What's up, beautiful people? It's me, Ricky Jones Jr., here to show you and tell you what I am now feeding my chickens now that they have reached like close to that 18-week mark. All right, let's get to it. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people? Like I said, it's yours truly here for another video in which I will be talking about the chickens. On one hand, because my mom was like, hey Ricky, how the chickens doing? You haven't done any videos with them. Well, they're here. They've just been eating a lot. And when I say a lot, I meant every word that was used. Or letter, A-L-O-T, a lot, okay? But anyway, and so that's what they just been doing. They haven't been doing anything, really haven't been doing anything for them, but feeding them and making sure they have clean water and things like that. But I'm doing this video because I am transitioning now their food, which is something that you would do and that you will do once they reach the 18-week mark, okay? They haven't quite met it. However, when I talked to the lady at my local nursery, she was saying it's okay to make the transition now, knowing that they will be making that transition in the food. And let me just even show you the differences in the foods. Let's go. All right, and so as you have chicks from a baby stage, they eat this, okay? This is a start and grow feed with Purina. I'm not sponsored by them yet. However, hey, you see me using your product, so holla at your boy. But nonetheless, this is great for making sure your chicks grow nice and strong. And this is what you feed them until they start to lay eggs, which is a little bit after that 18-week mark, in which then you transition, which I have, to the layer pellets. Now, these are the pellets. This one is the crumbles, right? And so the crumbles are a lot more finer and smaller bits of food, as opposed to the pellets are a little bit more bigger and things like that. However, the difference between the feed is that these have the oyster shells within it, which the oyster shells make sure that your eggs are nice and strong, which are necessary because sometimes when the egg shells aren't strong, the hens will lay the eggs and then they'll start pecking at the eggs, which will break the eggs. And you don't want that, right? You don't want them to have the mindset that they should eat the eggs and get curious, and you're going in looking for the eggs and they're not what you want them to be, which is nice, strong, and sturdy. They're broken, crumbled, and cracked, right? And so we don't want that. But nonetheless, in it all, that's why the egg layer feed is necessary, as well as the oyster shell. Now, there's so many different ones that you can get. However, this is what I'm going to feed these ladies for a bag of them, which the idea is that they should be finish with this bag when they start laying eggs. And if that's the case, I'm gonna feed them or switch them over to organic feed, which is gonna change the taste, the consistency, and the overall effectiveness of the egg itself, is what I'm told. So I'll definitely keep you all posted on that respect. But what I want to do now is to incorporate this feed with the crumble, the old with the new, so that they can be acclimated to what's coming up. Because like I said, the pellets are bigger than the crumble, and so I want to make sure that these ladies are going to be okay, because I have a big bag full of 50 pounds of this feed that they should go through. Okay, I don't eat this, so I can't do anything with it. Therefore, ma'am, I need you to eat it. Okay, you're looking at me sideways, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and get in there and acclimate them or incorporate this to them and see how they do with it. All right, so here we go. Here are the pellets, which they're already a little bit more bigger. For those that know what the crumbles look like, you can already tell the difference between the two. I would even liken this texture, this look, this size to like dog food. But nonetheless, here it is. Boom shakalaka. And like I said, it has the oyster shells in it, which is why you have the little white bits in there, as opposed to the starter crumbles, which are just plain tan, right? And so let's go ahead and let the ladies give this a look-see, a tasty, and see how they react to it, right? Let's hope for good things. Excuse me. Let's give this a taste. All right, so now that they were introduced to it, what I'm going to do is add it to this little feeder that I have going on here, which is not their main feeder, but it's one that I use as like a substitute for the main one. As you all know, I did the whatchamacallit, the pipe feeder scenario. I could just show you what it is. Here's the main one that they eat their food from. However, I put this in here just to prohibit any fighting or chaos or anything like that. But the overall introduction to the feed has been phenomenally well. They made a little mess, but it's okay. I believe it'll all be eaten, hopefully before it rains, right? Because that'll probably turn into a mushy mess. Oh, but there it is, great people. The chicks have been doing well. They've been doing great. They've been growing well, being acclimated to the coop and all that good stuff. It's still been serving me quite honestly well, which I'm thankful for. And so what I may get in there do is do some, you know, reorganizing and things like that, just to keep them, you know, excited and alert. But I do want to set up and change my water feeder scenario because the one that I had did not work out well. So I will be changing that up, so be on the lookout for that video, because I'm gonna use my rainwater barrel as well as my stand that I built and that I did out of pallets, which I did a video on that as well if you need to know how to do that. However, with that said, with that being shown, ladies and gentlemen, chicken feed, and honestly they can eat this feed until they don't want to eat anymore, right? For whatever reason. There are other feeds and things such as like your scratch and grain, which are cool, but they don't have any nutritious value to purposeful or nutritional value or purpose for the shell itself or the egg themselves. So it's just something that just feeds them, fills them. It's like corn and things like that, which some chicks may or may not eat, right? They say chickens are very particular. So hey, feed them this, feed them little treats, the mealworms and things like that, greens and things like that, and you'll be good to go, okay, great people? So with those things being said, these things being shown, if you're growing chickens, definitely let us know in the comment section below different things that you may feed your chicks, your ladies, and things like that, because it will help others get different ideas and things like that. So if I do some reorienting, I'll let you all know. It'll be a video for that. I probably just need to go ahead and do it today, because if it's on my mind, it needs to get done. So see you in the next video.